Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're going to be discussing why I need $1,446. So if you're interested in videos like this, consider hitting that like, subscribe button, comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and without further ado, let's go. So over here, and today I actually asked you guys if you guys would be interested to know as to why I need this amount of money, and many of you guys replied that yes, you guys want to go ahead and know. So if you have not followed me on Instagram yet, go ahead and do so. It is at Suns and Roses 1. So I'm gonna also leave it down below so you guys can go ahead and check it out. I'm also on TikTok, just so you guys know, same username. And yes, we're gonna get started today. Yes, I'm gonna go ahead and budget for Disney World. I'm so excited, and the reason is I actually got to talking to my sister, and we just talked about how we wanted to go ahead and just have a solid vacation. You know, after everything that's been going on, my family, we have never fully gone all of us together in a family vacation, you know, and I just think it's time. The kids are old enough, you know, I will be debt free by then, she will have some money coming in, so we will be good to go ahead and splurge on ourselves a little bit. It is very, very important for you to take time away for yourself, for your well-being, and this is just going to be a really, really fun vacation for us to have at the beginning of next year. Yes. So today we were actually running some numbers. We went on orbitz.com. We also went on Travelocity and another website that I really can't remember the name of, but we came about to just breaking down how much money we need for Disney. So I'm gonna tell you my budget and how much I need in order for me to go ahead and go to Disney guilt-free, and for me to, you know, enjoy a little bit of the money that I've been saving up for that vacation. You know, I currently don't have any money saved up for it because I never in a million years thought that I would be debt free sooner than next year, if it makes sense. So I never cared to budget for it. I did at the beginning of my journey, but then I stopped it because I just said there's no way. But now I just see a brighter future, and there is such a possibility for me to go ahead and enjoy myself, and that is completely fine. So this is going to be targeted towards people that are going on a trip, probably like 7 in total. Now for us as a whole family, it is 7 of us going. It is my mother, my dad, myself, my sister, her husband, and the 2 children, which is my niece and my nephew. Okay, and we're all gonna go ahead together. They're gonna go ahead and purchase their same flights, same hotel, and I'm gonna go ahead and purchase my flight and my hotels with my parents. So I'm gonna be talking in the perspective of being 3 people and how much you need. So if this will be helpful for you, then please watch along. Or even if you're just traveling as one person and you just want to enjoy this, then go ahead and just know how much money you're probably gonna need if you are looking to experience the same things that I am. Okay, so the first things first, I saw on Orbitz how much money it was going to be for 3 people, 3 flights back and forth, and the hotel for 9 days. So it came out for a total of $1,170. Now you may think, Sons, that's a lot of money, which it is, but when you break it up into 3 people, it comes out to being $390 per person for flights and the hotel. So for 9 nights, I think that is really good. Now I actually did go ahead and I did it by myself, how much it would cost, and it was literally double that, if not a little bit more than that, if I would have just done it by myself. So whenever you do have the chance of doing it or tagging other people along with your purchases like this, get more people because it comes out to be cheaper. Okay, now we're not going to go ahead and stay at a 5-star hotel because you guys know I'm not like that, but it is a really nice hotel. It has a pool, it has all-inclusive breakfast, you know, and I mean free breakfast, who doesn't like that? You know, it also has free parking, Wi-Fi, and all the shenanigans. But yeah, so $390 is going to be how much money I will have to take out of my own pocket. My mother will have to take out $390, as well as my father. Okay, Next, we went ahead and we looked into the car and how much the car was. So the car rental for 9 nights, it equaled to $850 for a minivan that seats 7 people. Okay, and that is fine because we are literally just 7 people. So we are going to go ahead and divide that by 5 because we're 5 adults. The kids obviously are not going to pay, and each of us is going to contribute $170. Okay, next comes the parks. Now with the parks, everybody in my family, we're all going to go together to all of the parks that we want, which will be a total of 3. 2 of those consist of 2 Disney parks, meaning one is going to be the Magic Kingdom, and then the next one will be the Animal Kingdom. In the Animal Kingdom, there is the Avatar that I want my sister to go ahead and enjoy, and in the Magic Kingdom, it is the big castle with Disney and the princesses, perfect for my niece, and I haven't been there in years, so I am super excited about that, and who doesn't love Disney, you know? So those are the 2 Disney parks that we're gonna hit for a total of $266. Okay, so we're gonna go one day to one park and then the next day to another park. Then we're also gonna go ahead to a Universal, which has, you know, Harry Potter. I love Harry Potter, and so does my sister, and it is $120 per person for one day, and that is perfectly fine. We're only going to be there for, like I mentioned, about a week and 2 days, which is perfect. And we're gonna hit 3 parks. So those 3 parks for one person comes out to $386. Okay. Next, we move into the food, the gas, and the miscellaneous. Now, you always know that you have to have a little bit of change over here. You cannot just go barehanded type of thing. So for miscellaneous, I'm going ahead and taking $100 for myself. Maybe I want to get something at the Harry Potter castle or just some little, you know, things for me to remember, which is fine. I already have my wand, so I'll be taking that. But any little things here and there that pop up or that I may want to buy, I'm going to go ahead and take some of that hard-earned money. However, when it comes to food, I did allocate $33 a day for myself. So when I multiply 33 times 9, it comes out to about $300 that I will need to take just for my food alone. Okay? Now remember, this is just for one person, for myself. For gas, I actually went on Google and I averaged out how much money somebody actually spends whenever they go back and forth to Disney and the whole Orlando trip, and it came out to being about 300 and some change for just gas alone. So when you divide that by 5 people, you know, it comes out fairly cheap. It is actually less than 100, but I am just rounding it off to 100 for me to take just for gas alone. So that's what I'm budgeting for. Okay, so all of these total up to $1,446 in total that I need for myself in order for me to budget out and feel comfortable. Now, obviously, I cannot wait until the last minute to get the flights or the hotel that total that up. So I am looking for me to purchase just the flights and the hotel tickets in September. Okay, so my projection is that I will be purchasing this amount on the 17th of September. By then I will be completely debt free. I will already have some money because it is payday, and it will not be so far off from the, you know, price that I got just recently this month, which is perfect. It's fine. That gives me enough time for me, one, to save up for it because I will have the entire August to save up for it. And by the time that this date comes around, I will already have the money for that. Okay. Now, obviously, in the next coming months, which would be, you know, October, November, December, and January, along with a little bit of February, I will already have the majority of this amount of money saved up for my Disney trip. And that is just perfect for me, honestly. Now, with my sister, she actually had to do a different breakdown because she had to count for herself, for her husband, for her daughter, and her son. Okay? Meaning that their budgeting is going to be a little bit more different. It's going to be more because, you know, she has to get the milk, get everything that she needs for the babies. And she also wants to splurge a little bit over there, which is perfectly fine because you don't take that Disney trip every day, you know. So she told me that she was allocating just $3,400 for the entire trip for their family of 4. Okay, so keep that in mind. So literally they're getting the same Disney parks that we are, the same Universal. The food may vary for both of them, you know, a little bit more because they have more mouths to feed, but everything else should be relatively the same. You know, she doesn't have to pay for the flight for the baby, which he will be sitting on her lap. And actually, their total for flights and hotel is the same thing as mine and my parents. The car rental, same thing. It's 170 for her and her husband. So that will be, let me see, 170 times 2, $340 for both. And that's perfect. And obviously this is going to be just, you know, times 2 because they are 2 adults. If they're both looking to go to the same amount of parks, which we all are, it's going to just be doubled. So 386 times 2, 772 just for them as adults. My niece will be paying around $100 per park. My nephew will not be paying anything because he is under the age of 3. So that is very, very convenient. So if you have little kids that are under 3 years old, hit up Disney because you do not get charged for your little kid to go into the park. He or she gets in for free. And you know, for the food and the gas and the miscellaneous, that is up to you and how much you want to spend on your food and how much money you want to take as miscellaneous to buy little trinkets here and there within the park. So yes, I hope that this helped you guys out. I know that many of you guys are looking for your next vacation. Maybe Walt Disney could be one of them. It is for me. I do not have any kids, but I do have my niece and my nephew, and I plan on spending as much time with them since they are so tiny and little, and they just get happy with, you know, any little thing. So I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to saving for this because that is going to be, you know, one of my goals that's after me being debt free. And it just could not have come at such a perfect time. The fact about this is that I will have added on expenses, which would be actually for Tommy because I will need to leave Tommy with someone. I am not going to physically get a person. I'm actually going to take him to this really, really nice place that's calm, cool, collected, and he will have like his own, you know, area for him to be at. I'm only going to be gone for 9 days, which I don't feel too bad about. I actually thought about bringing him along with me, but I just don't want to stress out Tommy in that aspect. Just in a car ride alone, he gets super anxious and starts crying and meowing. So just let alone me being with him in a flight, it's just going to be too stressful for him. So it is just smarter for me to leave him at a place where they're taking care of him, feeding him correctly, water, food, playing with him, you know, in the meantime that I'll be gone. So yes, that will be an added expense that I will come about in the next few videos for you guys, because I also do have to budget for that because it is unexpected type of thing, but expected at the same time, because if I am going away, I have to make sure that he is taken care of very, very well. I love Tommy to death. I wish that I could bring him with me, honestly, because he's my son, but I just don't want to put him through that stress, and that is like a major thing for me. But yes, that place is actually charging me $24 per day, which I actually have to put over here. And I believe it comes out to being maybe like $260 if I'm not mistaken. No, $216 for Tommy alone. And that includes them feeding Tommy and playing with him, and just to stay alone. He will have like this massive like place for him to be at. And yes, I'm excited. I'm gonna feel weird not being with him, but you know what? It is fine. He is grown enough. It's not like he's a little tiny kitten. and he'll be just fine. But yes, $216 I also have to come up with, being the fact that I will be leaving him here. So in total, this trip is actually gonna cost me $1,446, $1,662, okay? And I think that that is fine. I honestly have gone to places that I have paid more, but I've gone by myself and with somebody else. But this time around it's like the whole gang, and I'm just excited about that. I'm excited about getting like our shirts started, you know, like the whole Disney thing going on. My sister already has told me that I have to do the shirts, being the fact that I'm like, you know, super crafty with these things. But yes, so that is the total and the news of how I plan on budgeting for Walt Disney. If you guys like this video, please don't forget to share it, hit that like, subscribe button, comment down below, tell me what you guys would do differently. Honestly, I think that the timing that we're doing it, it's perfect. Nobody is going to be there. Like, there's going to be a few people there, but it's not going to be overpopulated or packed. You know, it's going to be very, very summer-like. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm only planning on taking one backpack, so I'm going to be like Dora the Explorer with my clothing in there. And yes, just so I can save money in the luggage, because I do not look forward to spending $35 to $50 for my luggage just to be flown around. So yeah, that is all. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and that's it. I hope you guys have a lovely day whenever you guys see this, and I will see you on my next one. Have a good one.